don't know if y'all are like me, but when I get coding, I get into a flow sometimes, and then 3 hours later, I realize I haven't moved. I haven't gotten up. I haven't done anything. But lucky for me, there's this new desktop application called Donke, which is engaging and nostalgic and honestly very cute. So let's have the engineers behind it tell us more about how they used Electron to make this desktop app.
Hi guys, my name is Alex, and here are my fellow developers, Buena, Rocky, and Chris, and together we built Donké. We found that a lot of times people spend a lot of time sitting at a desk programming, and then they rarely take breaks. So we took a survey, and we found that roughly 90% of people really care about taking care of their health, but unfortunately, about 20% consciously take breaks while programming. So we built Donké. The user starts off by inputting their break and work intervals, and then they receive gentle reminders from the cute avatar when they've been working for too long and it's time for a break. We decided to use Electron so that we can build a native desktop application in React, and because we wanted to be playful and engaging for the user, we used GreenSock library for our animations. We also went with Google's Firebase, and specifically Firestore, for user authentication and data storage. Why? Because they gave us real-time updates, and now Buena is going to walk you through our timer functionality.
Now, when our new user, Fiona, logs in, creates a new account, she's prompted to create a new avatar that's saved and associated with her in the database. Now, if she doesn't take care of the avatar and it dies, it's automatically deleted. Rest in peace, little buddy. The core functionality of our app is based around timers. That's based on the user's work break intervals. We use Redux on the front end to manage state, and a series of interdependent timers that manages the Donké's working time, break time, and when they need to take a break. And those interactions really determine Donké's health. Now, when Fiona decides to take a break, the app goes into full screen, and we can actually monitor when she's come back early to work through idle time detection. A warning will come up, and we're going to penalize Fiona by sending her back to work and decreasing her Donké's health. Now, we are going to talk about playpen functionality on the back end that's going to be implemented by Rocky.
All right, thank you. So let's say that Fiona and Shrek are pair programming, and they would like to see their Donkes hanging out together. Fiona can make this happen by creating a playpen. So she sets the name for the playpen and invites Shrek to the playpen. On the back end, that fetches Shrek's user info along with his associated avatar. Fiona sets the work and break intervals that she would like and clicks start, which sends a series of updates to Firestore. First, the playpen is created with the name, the invited users, their associated avatars, and the work and break intervals that Fiona selected. Additionally, each invited avatar has their playpen ID updated and their invited status set to true. This is where we were really able to explore Firestore's functionality for real-time updates. So when Fiona created her avatar, we set up a listener for her on the front end, and she's automatically updated every time there's a change to her avatar in the database. This means that when her avatar's playpen ID is updated, she's immediately rendered in a playpen with all of the adorable accessories and toys that Buena and Alex designed for us. Additionally, Fiona's connected to Firestore listeners for every other invited avatar, which means that she receives real-time updates about the health status of all of her friends in the playpen. And now Chris is going to talk about what happens on Shrek's end.
So because Shrek is also listening for updates to his avatar, he sees that his avatar's invited status has been set to true. And this renders an invitation on Shrek's screen, which he can either accept or decline. If he chooses to decline the invitation, his avatar's invited status is set back to false, and his playpen ID is set to null. Because Fiona is also listening for updates to Shrek's avatar, she sees that he's declined her invitation, and her listener is removed. If Shrek decides to accept the invitation, his invited status is set to false, but his playpen ID remains unchanged. So because both users are listening for updates to Shrek's avatar, they both immediately see the avatar rendered in their playpen view. Shrek then establishes a listener on Fiona's avatar and sees her avatar rendered with his in his playpen view. They now have a shared playpen with the same work and break intervals and get to play and work together. So this is the core functionality of the app. Donké is available for download currently at this URL that's coming up. And we hope you try it out and that it helps you take care of your health.
All right, to vote for Donké, like the post, like that pinned comment. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Nice, like little, a nice kind of timer app on your desktop that integrates nicely with kind of good thoughts behind health and health management.
Yeah.
I really like that they chose to do an Electron app. I feel like, especially because you're always on your workstation, you're always on your machine. Like instead of focusing on mobile development or some other environment, like it's definitely integrated with what you're doing all of the time, and it also looks really good. So very cool, very cool.
Very nice graphics. I agree.